So I'm here with Domen and Vida from Authletic, an activewear brand. We've been working together for more than 1 year. So, Domen, what would you say were the biggest challenge you were facing before we started working together, and how were you feeling about it then, back then?
Yeah, it was basically the biggest challenge was we were a small brand, and we just couldn't scale things. We had a media buyer, but yeah, with him, basically we couldn't break some threshold to start scaling or to start be profitable. So yeah, those were our main issues. And then basically we contacted you. Yeah.
Okay. How was the feeling before, when you had this media buyer and working for you? Was there any frustration on your
Ye-
side?
Yeah, basically, he was like by his track record, he was a good media buyer, but he just couldn't basically fit into our team in a way that he knew how to do media buying things, but he didn't know how to basically set up the strategy, set up how we should like basically what would be the USPs be for our products, how we could basically scale things. We were in this case, we needed to set up the strategy, and basically because this was our first time facing that, um, it wasn't good. Yeah, so we are just
Yeah.
running around the circle, and we
Okay.
couldn't. Yeah, yeah.
And had you already tried other things to solve it when he was there? Um,
Yeah, basically, we tried with different creative formats, static ads, everything basically, but we just couldn't manage to do
okay.
anything and break through some like normal revenue. Yeah.
And I also understand that sometimes when you have a media buyer and he's not performing, or it's, the results are not there yet, it can be quite intimidating, changing from one media buyer to another media buyer or to another agency. And what made you hesitate before signing up with us? And what ultimately convinced you to move forward with us?
Mhm. When we searched for another media buyer or agency, we didn't had any bigger hesitations. We just wanted to get a media buyer or an agency that was knowledgeable in setting up the strategy and setting up how the brand should go in terms of media buying, so we could scale the things, how we could like set up the foundations of our brand and the company. And basically, what convinced us to move forward was, I think, our conversation we had, and also the initial recommendations I got from the sources I knew here around media buying. So yeah, this was the thing that convinced me. Yeah.
Okay, good. And what was the biggest result we helped you achieve? Is there any way you can put a number on them?
Um, yeah, definitely. So from like I think I was calculating that in from August to January, which is a few months ago, but yeah, we scaled the our account I think 7 times. So we went from 30K in revenue to almost 200K in revenue. So basically, yeah, that 200K in revenue would be our current record. And the nice thing is that that we are still scaling each month, um, the account.
That's good.
So
And I think
yeah,
we are all happy for it because we've
yeah,
seen the account,
yeah,
small, very humble, and now we are just
yeah,
spending
yeah,
and getting the ROAS on
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And I can understand there when the team enters and they start working, it might be also intimidating as well. And things change on your side, I presume, as you know, your workflow and so on. So,
yeah.
what does a typical week look like for you now compared to before we worked together?
Previously, like I was still full time at another job as a developer. Vida was also working other things, and then we started to slowly uh, getting like putting more time into the athletic. And like at the beginning, we were doing the creative like 1 hour a day, and then I was developing the site like half an hour a day. We were packaging for half an hour, and that was
Mhm.
it.
And it starts compounding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now it started compounding, and we are at the stage that the day doesn't have enough hours. So yeah, like currently, like typical week looks like that. Vida is focused on creatives and creative strategy and products, and I'm doing the technical aspect of
Okay.
the brand, like website development and features like AI optimization and so on. So we are like, yeah,
And
the day doesn't have enough hours. So
yeah, I get
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
totally get
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I heard you guys are now going to open a new office, right?
Correct,
Uh,
correct. Yeah,
Soon.
yeah. Yeah, so right now we finally come to the stage that we can get an employee. We got the employee, and we also got to the stage that we can basically hire the offices, move into the offices, because right now the brand, even at that revenue, we're still
Mhm.
doing everything from home, yeah. And
Yeah.
now we are going to some proper warehouse, like medium-sized offices, and we'll basically scale from there, yeah.
It's starting to feel like bigger, you know.
Yeah, bigger
It's
and
yeah.
bigger, more.
And working now with our team, what did you enjoy the most about working with us?
Like what I like in my personal life and in business life is the organization structure, and like that everything is organized, that everything is following some system. And this is the thing that I most like about you and your agency, that everything is basically like, yeah, organized and like feels like a real flow. So um, we have a nice creative structure, how we get the tasks for creatives.
Mhm.
We get the reporting system for how the account is basically doing every week. So I like this structure and organization because I think
Okay.
this is one of the, like, it's an important thing when you're scaling, because definitely when there is a lot of the informations and like everything is, we are tackling a lot of things each day. This really, we don't have to worry about this. And also
Okay.
we knew that, like, we know that everything about the media buying and creative strategy, like the strategy and which creatives we need to build next week and so on, is basically handled by you, most
Mhm.
of it, basically all of it. So we don't have to worry about that. That's the nicest thing, because previously we had to worry about this, but right now,
Yeah.
like, we can just leave everything to you and we focus on our things, and that's it. And
Okay.
this is,
And do you still feel in control with everything, the numbers, what's happening on the back end? Do you still feel in control?
yeah, definitely, because like we get the reports from you, we have those weekly talks, and yeah, I think like everything is like it should be. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm
So we
glad.
know what is happening with the account, what is happening with media buying, but
Mhm.
we don't need to dive into the details, like, but we know what is happening. Yeah, like we should do, but not to every detail, because that's basically
Okay.
your knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And finally, what would you tell someone watching the video who's considering working with us?
Yeah, like definitely start working with Leo and his team. That would be my recommendation. And yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay, okay,
I
yeah,
wouldn't hesitate. Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah.